Welcome everyone to another edition of Viewers Mode. Welcome everyone to Smackdown, and here we go. As your main event here tonight, number one contender for the World Heavyweight Championship and former champion himself, CM Punk, will take on Matt Hardy in the main event for tonight as we are live from Philadelphia. Everyone kick things off here with, Punk's former ally, Luke Gallows. Of course, a couple weeks back when Punk had a matchup, back when Punk was still World Heavyweight Champion and intercontinental champion, he had a matchup against The Rock in the main event of Smackdown. And, Luke Gallows, midway through a match, it looked like he was going to help Punk against The Rock, but instead, Gallows attacked Punk. And, The Rock wasn't able to take advantage. Punk still got the victory in that matchup, but Gallows, ever since then, he's just been off the radar. He's no longer aligned with Punk, and here tonight, he's going to take on a superstar, maybe he's a little familiar with back in the older days of Raw in 2006. And, ladies and gentlemen, that man, when you see him right now, going to be definitely very, very familiar. As Gallows now awaits, I don't think Gallows knows, but here he is. It's Kane. Of course, at one point, Gallows was disguised as this man Kane. And now Kane, he has a little surprise for Gallows himself, because this is going to be a little bit familiar. As now Gallows awaiting Kane, just saw Kane's pyro, and yup, there he is. The big red machine is back in the original attire. For some reason, Kane has decided to wear this. I believe there's been one other random time in Viewers Mode where Kane actually did wear this. But now, I guess, first matchup here with Kane wearing this on Viewers Mode. So, yeah. Anyway, now Gallows better be saying his prayers, because now he no longer has Punk to help him. Whether it was a good thing or bad thing for Gallows to actually no longer be aligned with Punk, I have no idea. Because Punk, of course, lost the World Heavyweight title to The Undertaker at Extreme Rules and Chokeslam by Kane to Luke Gallows on the outside. Kane has to steal steps now. Need to be careful. That's disqualification. And now here we go, side walk backbreaker. Of course, Extreme Rules, Undertaker became the new World Heavyweight Champion, but CM Punk won the number one contenders matchup last week, and which equals he gets a shot at Taker once again, although Punk still technically got his rematch clause. So now this number one contender shot counts as a rematch clause, and the rematch clause counts as a number one contender shot. It all counts in one, so it's basically 2 and 1, but that does not mean 2 title opportunities. It just all goes into one. So, yeah. But if Punk was to lose that number one contenders matchup last week, then, the rematch clause is gone in smoke. And then we know Kane body slamming Luke Gallows. But Punk, he's going to get another shot to become the World Heavyweight Champion once again, because Undertaker is finally able to defeat him. And now, here we go. Double choke bomb. Yep. Well, double choke slam, at least. And now, here we go. Kane has him up. Body slam. What's this? Off the ropes goes the big man. Drop kick right to the face of Gallows. Well, Gallows is also big himself. And now Kane, not playing any games here. Got the original attire back. And, that's a more dangerous type Kane. A more merciless type Kane. But Gallows trying to fight back here. Not going to let Kane be able to hit the tombstone. And off the ropes goes Kane. Gallows. Okay, the strength of Gallows. Definitely don't underestimate him. He, of course, no longer be aligned with Punk. Doesn't help out all that much for Gallows, but, he can maybe get a victory against Kane here now. Although Kane hasn't been the most successful of people here in Viewers Mode. He doesn't have a really good win-to-loss ratio, I believe, but, yeah, shall see what happens here for him. And now has him up, taking him down into the mat. Amateur wrestling takedown right there. And Kane, the elbow right to the back of the head. Of course, Punk in action, as we said earlier on. In action later on tonight in the main event Smackdown. He takes on Matt Hardy. Now, can this be it? Gallows is worn now, and it is going to be it. Kane doesn't even have to hit the tombstone to end off Gallows. Either that's a really good thing for Kane or very much of a bad thing for Gallows. Either way, Kane gets the victory here tonight to kick things off right on Smackdown. The big red monster, the big red machine, why do you want to say it? Whichever one. But, he's back with the original attire, which equals it's going to be a more dangerous type Kane here on Smackdown compared to as of recent weeks. And he gets a victory here tonight to kick things off. And wait for it. And there we go. Menacing. Gives you goosebumps, gives you chills every time. And the sick, sadistic smile of Kane, we see it through the mask. Which is, to be fair, looks kind of funny. So there you go. Nice win for Kane to kick things off. And well, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a recap to what happened in the Smackdown match, the Smackdown tag match that happened on Superstars. We're going to take a look at that for what happened last night. Guerrero, of course, part of the Guerrero legacy, the Guerrero family. A legend in the business of wrestling. So Chavo could definitely get it. And now what? Went for a tag. And Archer is walking out. I guess Chavo's legs gave or something like that. Chavo immediately just gonna, well, doesn't matter. Try to make a tag to Archer. Archer walks out here. And well, since Archer's not the legal man, it's not gonna count as a countout, but it is for JG. But never mind, gets back inside the ring. Now it's a 2-on-1 handicap situation. So now Kofi cannot get his hands on Vance Archer. Kofi looked up at the ramp for a split second right there, while JG was getting back to the ring. And well, Kofi just not gonna chase back after Vance. He could make tag him to JG and then do it to not cost his team the matchup, but it's basically a 2-on-1 handicap situation here. Chavo trying to do his best here, wearing down Kofi, gets him down right there for a knee to the ass. I guess backwards downtown Manhattan, basically. But I just had to say that because it's funnier. Anyway, now Kofi springboard perhaps. Here we go. We haven't seen this in a minute. And drop kick, but I guess he switched it up into a cross. With our leg drop shortly after, but it's like a drop kick, then head to a splash. And okay, Kofi's just showing off here. Multiple springboards. A springboard, then a top rope maneuver, and then a springboard again. And Kofi has just completely fucked up Chavo right there with those 3 high-flying maneuvers, and that's it. Okay, then Kofi Kingston not playing no games, sending a statement to Vance Archer. Archer just didn't want to be in the matchup anymore. Weird. So, Archer walks out. Chavo gets fucked up by Kofi in the last couple of seconds in that matchup. And JTG gets, well, he gets a win under his belt. So, there we go. Good for him. Good for Kofi. Poor Chavo. And Vance, nothing to say about him. Just, I don't know. Well, there you have it. The tag matchup, of course, they showed last week on Superstars. We said this plenty of times, but last week on Superstars, Kofi Kingston had a mixed tag matchup against Vance Archer. Archer's tag team partner Maurice. Kofi's tag team partner Kelly. Kofi, well, got disqualified for accidentally kicking Maurice while kicking Archer. And wait, what's this? And Ziggler got an attack Shelton Benjamin behind. And well, the scheduled contest is going to be Ziggler versus Shelton Benjamin. Of course, Ziggler, number 1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. He's going to get his rematch clause at the Bash against current champion Drew McIntyre. Punk, former Intercontinental champion, still also has his rematch clause for the Intercontinental, so he could definitely become double champion once again in the near future. But come the Bash, he just has to focus on Undertaker. And now Ziggler, that devastating sleep hold on to Benjamin, but Sheldon's able to get out of it. Well, anyway, completely forgot what I was saying now, but okay, never mind. Well, bottom line, so after the Superstars tag matchup in which Archer and Maurice won by disqualification, last week's edition of Smackdown, we had Vance Archer lose to Kofi Kingston. He did bust open Kofi in that matchup, but Kofi still won, blood all over his face. He still won the matchup, and then, well, this week on Superstars, Kofi teamed up with JTG and defeated Chavo Guerrero and Vance Archer, only due to the fact that Archer did walk out on Chavo for the last couple of seconds in that match. And Kofi completely effed up Chavo, and Kofi got the victory for his team. So, well, they shown here tonight, none of those 4 men are actually scheduled to have a matchup here on SmackDown. It's just to, I guess it was just to give them, Chavo and JHG more exposure. Of course, last week, JHG didn't do too well. Lost in the quickest matchup in New Month history to Intercontinental Champion Drew McIntyre in a non-title contest. Well, in a similar fashion, to kick off the match, we did have McIntyre attack JHG, like what Ziggler did to Benjamin earlier on here. But so far, this matchup has already been longer German suplex by Shelton Benjamin. Benjamin definitely could be, a future champion here in Eurosmode. He just needs that one major momentum booster. And what much of a better way to defeat Dolph Ziggler? He defeats Dolph Ziggler here tonight, you defeat the number 1 contender. Or the champion, then, future title opportunity. Well, a guaranteed one if you defeat the champion. If you defeat the number one contender, well, then that's up to management, really. But you definitely did prove your point if you do defeat the number one contender as well. So anyway, now Ziggler going to try and make sure that doesn't happen here tonight on Smackdown. And now going to turn Shelton Benjamin behind. Has him, and that was unique. Nicely done there by Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler now. Going to turn Benjamin around again. Oh, and here we go again. That's a devastating maneuver right there. It's kind of beautiful but ugly to watch at the same time. It's weird, but it's effective. It's a nice maneuver indeed. And now, submission maneuver here by Ziggler, trying to wear down Benjamin in this match. Trying to wear him down for a couple more maneuvers to come. And now gets that dropkick, such as that. And McIntyre, he's not scheduled for a matchup here tonight. Maybe he can make an appearance after his match. Maybe not. Anyway, now nice reversal by Shelton Benjamin. Able to get him with that backward snack breaker. And now Shelton has the momentum booster here. Looking to wear down Ziggler now. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, up next, shall have the fail 4-way Divas thing. Where if it's a fail 4-way match, where if it's a elimination fail 4-way, a battle royal, or whatever. Bottom line, it's going to have 4 Divas to determine the number one contender for Beth Phoenix's Women's Championship at the Bash. And we shall give a recap to ask what happened last week that made us get to this point after this matchup, so I'm not going to say too much about that. I'll let the recap do it for me. And what I said in the recap as well, so yeah. Anyway, now, Ziggler going to bring Benjamin away from the ropes. He has him worn out. Well, not enough though. Benjamin not going to stay down for long, and now Shelton gets a drop kick to connect. Nicely done. These two, of course, former amateur wrestlers. And well, they definitely got a great background. They got a great technical ability, great mat wrestling. And now Ziggler goes to a barricade. Wasn't expecting that right there. I was expecting Ziggler to just go down. But no, hitting his chest and I think maybe even jaw on the barricade. So Shelton got a good connection right there. But he is hurt. He's taking a whole lot of damage in his matchup. Ziggler, well, he's walking away here. Never mind, he's walking back. He's noticed that Shelton's hurt. And now Shelton not going to let Ziggler get the weakness, though. Almost sent him to the steel steps. Ziggler going to stop in his tracks, though, away from the barricade. And now Shelton going to send Ziggler once again to the ropes, with Ziggler stopping in his tracks once again. And now Ziggler and Shelton both race back inside the ring. The count of 5. Shelton now getting the first couple of strikes here. And Ziggler answers back with a big one right there for clothesline. Nicely done on Ziggler's part. The World Heavyweight Champion, The Undertaker, also not scheduled to make an appearance, so yeah. And of course, the Unified Tag Team Champions, mostly are showcased on Raw, but next week, we shall have, well, one of the Unified Tag Team Champions, either Jericho or Miz. Haven't been told about it yet, but management is working on making one of the Unified Tag Team Champions face now against one of the number one contenders, whether it be Tyson Kidd or David Hart Smith, we don't know. But Tag Team Champions and number one contenders for tag titles will appear finally here on Universe Mode on SmackDown next week. Which is good, because to fair Unified Tag titles just feel like they're on Raw as of late, but both brands. Although so far Raw is dominating the tag team division with Jericho and Miz and the Hart Dynasty. So that's that. And right now, nice DT right there by Ziggler. SmackDown's tag team division hasn't really been given much of a shot. ECW don't really have a tag division at all, to be fair. But maybe if they create one, maybe if there's one, such as the Goldust and Finlay tag team we had that got demolished by the Shad and the Secret Jackson tag team over on ECW, then that could also maybe happen. ECW could get involved in the mix. And now sleeper hold here by Ziggler. That devastating sleeper hold has put many people away in the past, and it's going to do some more in the future as Ziggler gets a victory here tonight over Shelton Benjamin. There we go. Nice momentum booster for Ziggler, defeating a very credible opponent in Shelton Benjamin. Now what's this? McIntyre walking down. Well, he wasn't scheduled to make an appearance, or at least a match, but he could do this. Ziggler telling him to bring it. McIntyre not going to walk down. So, of course, at the Bash, ladies and gentlemen, Drew McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler, the Intercontinental Championship will be on the line. It is Ziggler's rematch clause. And, well, CM Punk, Undertaker once again for a World title. Happened at Backlash, but we had Punk retain. Happened at Extreme Rules. Taker won. What will happen this time at the Bash? And now let's take a SmackDown recap to last week. even before the bash. So interesting dynamics here for especially Michelle McCool. And now Tree of Woe here. KK hung up on the ropes. And now Marie's just going to decide not to do anything. Just going to decide to just use that to give her some time to tag in Michelle McCool, which it does work out. And now off the ropes goes KK. And now Michelle McCool has her. And going to take her down. Sleeper hold driver, I guess. That was effective. Taking down KK. And now Michelle looking for a pin here. Taking her to the middle of the ring. Not sure how wise that is. Especially since it's going to give a greater opportunity for Mickie James and Beth Phoenix to break it up like so, as Beth breaks it up just in time. Just in time. Like I said, to be fair, I feel like Mickie James and Beth Phoenix shouldn't have even ran down. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't really matter for Beth because, you know, at this point, ultimately, this is really just a tag matchup to see who's going to qualify for the number one contenders matchup for Beth's Women's Championship next week. So it doesn't really matter for her. If her teammate is to get pinned, at least. So if I was Mickie James and Beth Phoenix, I wouldn't really just have broken that one up. Just kind of caught a day. Well, if I was at least Mickie James, I wouldn't have broken it up. Doesn't really matter. Now, Alicia Fox is going to take down KK. And now, here we go. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, taking down Mickie James and Maurice. And Michelle McCool, they see that this is going to be it. Maurice. And Michelle McCool guarding it. And there we go. It's a 3 count. Alicia Fox gets the victory. Pins Mickie James. And, well, she took KK off the ring apron. And then, well, Michelle and Maurice end up taking Beth off the ring apron. And then end up guarding it. And then, there we go. Alicia Fox the victory. So, it's going to be these 3 women and Kelly in the fatal 4-way next week to determine a number 1 contender for the Women's Championship. Yep, so there we go. Mickie James is going to be left out of this equation. And it's due to this woman, Alicia Fox. Of course, the only competitor in general, male or female, but the only competitor in general to actually be traded / drafted, whatever you want to say, from Raw to SmackDown, or at least from a brand to another brand. Reason being only because Alicia Fox was on Raw, and Raw had more deals than SmackDown, so they had to make dues. They had to just send one over, pack in the SmackDown. They decided on Alicia Fox. Well, yes, on paper sounds like a bad thing originally, but it's kind of a pretty good thing here. SmackDown has more divas to showcase, more talent to showcase now. So both Raw and SmackDown are even now, 6-6. And also Alicia Fox, she got the victory for her team. Could have been former, not Divas Champion, could have been former Women's Champion Michelle McCool, or it could have also been Maurice. Nope, instead it was actually Alicia Fox who pinned a veteran in the Divas division in Mickie James, which is why Mickie is not going to be in here. And of course KK wasn't that 6 Diva tag last week. And well, it's not going to be too great for her because it's the whole tag team of the opposing tag team she was facing. So it's that whole team of Maurice, Michelle McCool, and Alicia Fox. And then it's KK. So maybe they're going to probably aim after her first, which makes the most sense. So she's at a disadvantage here. And of course, Maurice teamed up with Vance Archer 2 weeks ago on Superstars. And of course, the disqualification victory for them against Kofi and Kelly Kay that we've talked about a whole lot of times so far. And on multiple occasions of numerous mode episodes. So, there we go. Maurice making her way down to ring. She's undefeated, actually. She is 4-0. So, she's been doing pretty well for herself. Well, definitely one of those victories came from the disqualification at Superstars 2 weeks ago. But a win is a win either way. Counts as a win in the history books. I'm going to have to check on the later records of the RDOs in the next couple of episodes of Humorous Mode. So I could at least update you guys on other stuff. But the only one I'm aware of so far, Maurice is undefeated. She's 4-0. And now, of course, former Divas, I keep saying Divas, Women's Champion, Michelle McCool. Of course, she lost it a couple weeks ago on Superstars to Beth Phoenix. And of course, she has a rematch clause. Now, this is a little bit similar to what happened for Punk. Punk lost the title. He has a rematch clause. If he loses the number 1 contenders match, then, you know, he also loses his rematch clause. But if he wins the number 1 contenders match, then his rematch clause will happen. So technically, the rematch clause is basically somewhat useless in that type of situation that happens occasionally. So it's the same thing with Michelle McCool. But it's just what SmackDown management wanted, I guess. So Michelle McCool, she still has her rematch clause, but it's not going to count if she loses this match, which is also a contenders match. So basically, it's kind of useless. Which, to be fair, SmackDown management, a little bit questionable if you ask me. But I guess it's just what happens. Once again, I do have a good idea on who the SmackDown general manager is. Compared to Raw and ECW, they tend to stay more anonymous than SmackDown one, but SmackDown one will make an appearance in perhaps the next couple of weeks, I'm being told. And we know, this is apparently again word here, a Battle Royal. I thought it was going to be a fatal 4-way. But no, it's going to be a fatal 4-way Battle Royal here. So I guess we're running short on time here in SmackDown. We got a particular time gap here, and now Alicia Fox could actually be the first one eliminated here. The one who made Mickie James not be in this matchup could actually be the one that's going to be the first one eliminated. And now Maurice the drop kick, and there goes Alicia Fox. So that tag victory last week on SmackDown, kind of useless for her. So that's not going to work out too well. Now Maurice, nice drop kick right there. KK going to try to help out here. So once again, I thought it was going to be, Michelle, Alicia, and Maurice teaming up against Kelly. Not going to be the case here. Maurice not going to help here. And Kelly could eliminate the former women's champion here. Very close. Michelle McCool teetering on the ropes. This could actually be it. And now the drop kick, and there goes Michelle McCool. And now we're down to 2 already in this matchup. And now drop kick right there by Maurice. So far, the most devastating maneuvers in this matchup have been drop kicks. The only maneuvers in this matchup as well, besides these kicks now. And now Maurice gets a nice strike in. Not going to try to eliminate Kelly just yet. Kind of questionable. But anyway, Maurice, well, she could actually end up being still undefeated after this matchup. And it's kind of like a rematch from what happened on Superstars 2 weeks ago. Seeing like what's been happening between Kofi and Archer last week on SmackDown. And of course, in the latest episode of Superstars last night. And then we now chop to the chest by Maurice. Drop kick. Not going to take her out though. Kelly's still inside this matchup. She wants a future Women's Championship opportunity. And well, she's going to get it if she wins this matchup here tonight. And well, Michelle McCool does not have a rematch clause anymore because she loses this contendership match. Yes, a little bit questionable, I know, but it's just what happens. And we now close line right there by Maurice. So basically, Punk could have also gotten screwed if he didn't win last week's matchup. But no, he didn't get screwed. But Michelle McCool sadly has. And now kick right to the head right there. Maurice now had K days for only a couple seconds there, so it was not devastating. Got the job done for a little separation though. And now Maurice, nice strike right there, has her. Kelly trying to get out of it. And now body slam, nicely done by Maurice. So Maurice definitely could be a future women's champion. And it could begin with this. And now what's this? Okay then. Nicely done. Fireman's carry into like a, I guess a flatliner right there. Well, ROH just dropping KK, misses the kick this time. And now Kelly not going to take advantage here. Oh, going to get a kick right to the lower back. And crossbody as well. Nicely done by Kelly. She's on a roll here now. But now can she just take complete advantage? Got the leg drop to connect a couple seconds ago. Maurice able to get a kick to connect before Kelly can get her own. And now Maurice just going to simply shove Kelly. This could be it here. No, once again, not going to decide to do it. Questionable here, Maurice. And this could actually cost her the matchup. She's gotten 2 opportunities to actually eliminate Kelly, but hasn't taken full advantage. Now Kelly has one. She's going to immediately take one, and no. Maurice survives the big boot, and Maurice is still inside. But now she's gone over the top rope, and now she's on the ring apron. So she gets kicked out. Then bam, she's eliminated. This could actually be it here. I thought Kelly was going to become a normal contender, and nope, we're just going to have to wait a couple more minutes here, I guess, because Maurice is still in this matchup. Kelly, I thought, has taken complete advantage and has almost won this matchup. Once again, third time Maurice has had an opportunity, not going to take it here, very questionable, compared to Kelly, who's been taking it. Okay, never mind, not going to get up. Well, she had an opportunity there herself. The kick right there by Maurice, she feels like Kelly's stunned, and to be fair, she probably will be. She was stunned the first kick, second kick obviously ducked underneath, and the third one could actually be all she wrote here. Kiss out Kelly. This could be it for her. Maurice definitely has the strength advantage here, so that could actually be it. And now the drop kick, and Kelly's out of here. Maurice is #1 contender for the Women's Championship. So there you go. To be fair, I thought Kelly was going to win. Not going to lie, that big boot. Taking Maurice over top rope. But no, the momentum for Maurice. Some way, somehow, she saved herself. Was able to grab onto the bottom rope. Able to land on the ring apron. Able to save herself. I thought Kelly was going to win. Maurice had 3 opportunities, 3 or 4, in which she could have eliminated Kelly. Decided not to, though. Well, for that opportunity, the kick. Able to daze Kelly once again like it did originally. And it gets Maurice the victory. And now here's the graphic. Beth Phoenix will defend the Women's Championship against Maurice at the Bash. Well, who knows? It could have been Mickie James, but of course the elimination. The pinfall loss, submission loss, whichever way. As long as you weren't Beth Phoenix, then you'll be left out of the match. Alicia Fox got the victory in the tag match by pinning Mickie James. And just like that, Mickie James wasn't in the matchup. And Maurice wins that one. And, well, she actually stays on the field. 5-0 now. So now here comes this man, the former World Heavyweight Champion, the straight edge savior, CM Punk. Had a successful title defense months ago back at Backlash against The Undertaker. Lost it to Taker at Extreme Rules, but I believe before Backlash, back then, a couple months ago, he did actually lose to The Undertaker maybe 2 or 3 times. In a tag matchup, I believe at one point before ECW came, we had Christian and Undertaker defeat Punk and Gallows in a tag match, in which it was actually Punk that got the pinfall victory over Gallows, I believe. And we also had a steel cage match at one point in which Taker defeated Punk, and I believe also another separate match in which Taker defeated Punk. Although I could be mistaken on it being 3 times in which Taker defeated Punk before Backlash. Could be mistaken on that one. But, yeah. Punk, however, still won when it counted the most. He won at Backlash. Did not win against Taker at Extreme Rules. So Taker got the better of him that night. And now at the Bash, they meet again. Will it be their last meeting? Not too sure about it. Well, we shall see. That's now Matt Hardy making his way to a ring, looking to, not kickstart his career. Obviously a veteran of the business, been here longer than Punk. But looking to just maybe get the ball rolling here. All about momentum here in Universe Mode. That's what you need. Get a victory. Get yourself noticed. Whether if it's on Superstars or anywhere else. Get a victory, get noticed. And, well, definitely getting noticed is defeating the former World Heavyweight Champion and defeating the current #1 contender for the world title himself, CM Punk. So if Matt does this, then the title picture at the Bash is up in the air. Because maybe, management could make him challenge for the world title, make it a triple threat at the Bash. Maybe give him a title shot against The Undertaker, before the Bash or after the Bash. Well, world title shot in general, because, maybe Punk can win that. So bottom line, it's a world title shot for Hardy. If he wins this, most definitely. Well, that is up to management, but, it will make the most sense at least. And so far, Matt Hardy could actually make that happen here tonight, because now, never mind, Punk able to get out of that surfboard. Or bow and arrow. It's bow and arrow, never mind. And now Matt just going to stay on Punk here. Non-stop strikes here. Gets a double X handle across the back. Now what's this? Close onto the back of the head. That was nice. Nice combination. Gets an elbow drop right to the back for good measure as well. And now Matt gets a strike in as well. Go behind Matt Hardy. Elbow right to the back. Matt is ruling this matchup, keeping it at his own pace, not letting Punk get out of much breathing room here. Needs to keep Punk off his feet. Punk is clearly still on his feet, but he just needs to try to just keep down Punk. Punk obviously has the speed advantage, but Matt Hardy has the experience. I did say this for the Goldust and Secret Jackson matchup on Superstars last night. Goldust, the experience advantage. Ultimately, that could come into play. Obviously it did, because the Secret Jackson was just able to dominate Goldust. Well, not as bad as he did on ECW in the tag match, but, Goldust actually looked way better than what he originally did on ECW in the tag match. But, ultimately, Jackson's power still, at the end of the day, dominates. And we now Punk to go behind the former World Heavyweight Champion, looking to become the first ever 2-time World Heavyweight Champion in Universe Mode, and also, the second ever 2-time champion in general. First ever 2-time champion in general. First ever 2-time Divas champion is Melina, so she's also the first ever 2-time champion for the female competitors, and Divas champion. So there you go. Big accomplishment for her, and could also be a good one for Punk as well. Now on top of the rope, and Punk gonna risk it all, gets an elbow drop, and it just doesn't fully connect. So never mind. But Punk gonna recap off of that, and now gets a kick right to the back of the head. Nasty right there. To Matt Hardy, misses that one though. That probably could have been the final nail in the coffin. That probably could have led to a countout maybe. But Matt not gonna be able to get a couple kicks of his own. And now gonna be sent into the barricades. Gonna run around though. Never mind. So Matt able to trick us out, and now gets a neck breaker. Nicely done by Matt Hardy. Looking to just, I'm trying to find a good word, but I guess rebuild his career. Of course, get another title opportunity. Somewhat, I did say this about Goldust as well once again. You know, just get a victory. You know, perhaps get a future title opportunity, or get a future shot to become to get a title match in the first place. And, you know, then it could all just be a slow burn from there. And now Punk gets a slap right there. More slaps right there. And now has him. What's looking for here? Neck breaker. Oh, never mind. Gets an elbow right there. Nicely done by Punk. So I did say Matt was doing well in this matchup, but now Punk has been able to change it up to his own pace. Decided not to do anything though. Matt just stared him down, and Matt was able to get the momentum now, so never mind. Matt Hardy now, a couple strikes right there. Nicely done. Has him. And now down the stretch, I was going to go for a pump handle. But no, down the stretch here, imagine Punk was to tap out. Wouldn't be too good for him. Matt doesn't have, well, a finishing submission or signature submission. So, you know, definitely not good for Punk right there if he was to lose. And now, what's looking for here? Springboard. Misses the elbow drop, though. And Matt Hardy was able to get out of the way just in time. Punk, though, is back up. And now, well, he's on the ropes here. Matt Hardy has him and just going to take him down right there. Basically leaving him to dry, I guess. And now, Punk in a bad way here. Matt Hardy staring him down, waiting for Punk to just get in a good position, I guess. Never mind, Matt Hardy, he's done waiting. Just decides, ah, screw it, I'll do the elbow. And now Punk getting back inside the ring, though. Matt taunting away, but now he sees Punk, so maybe that wasn't all much of a good idea on Matt's part. And Matt gets kicked to the back of the head for his own troubles right there. And the former World Heavyweight Champion CM Punk back on the roll here. Those educated feet of Punk definitely always put to good use on Punk's part. And now CM has him. And once again, that elbow, I think it's to a neck. Or at least definitely the facial area. CM Punk now going to send Matt Hardy into corner. Matt not looking too well here in these last couple of seconds. And tornado DT off the top rope, and yep, it connects. Matt in the middle of the ring, nowhere to go. But gets the knee drop. Matt, he is back up though. He's not quitting. He's putting up a great fight against Punk. If anything, I would say that Matt Hardy has been leading the charge for a majority of this matchup. But Punk has had a couple of good moments himself. And now, Matt Hardy then send Punk into a corner. What's this? Gonna turn him around here. Has him up, and this spells trouble for Punk. Trio well position, but it would get out in time. Some way, somehow, was able to reverse that as well. And now, Dragon Screw leg whip. Nicely done on Matt Hardy's part. Definitely got to thank the World Heavyweight Champion, The Undertaker, watching backstage, as he definitely was last week as well, for the number one contenders matchup. He did not make an appearance last week. Will he make an appearance this week? I have no idea. He's The Undertaker. He works on his own schedule. And management definitely, you know, intimidated by him. Although he does work here on Smackdown, so they could definitely do something about that. 2 count right there, very close 2 count for Matt Hardy. Well, anyway, now, Matt, and well, speak of the devil. Literally, and Punk and Matt are knocked out in a split second, just like that. They're knocked out, and they're back up at the same time here. Punk kind of shook it off. Matt looked confused. Punk, I guess he's used to the Undertaker shenanigans, I guess. Not sure if Taker's actually ever done it to Punk in the past. I believe he's probably done it like maybe once to set up for Backlash. Anyway, now butterfly suplex. by CM. And Matt, well, he was stunned by it. Punk, maybe a little bit used to it. But Taker, well, I did say that, when making an appearance, definitely watching backstage. He heard me probably, and well, he just made an appearance right there. Black magic on the Undertaker's part. And well, I guess it worked out well for him. Definitely. And, well, not for Punk or Matt Hardy at all. They just got taken down in a split second. I have no idea what happened there. The lights went out, I think, basically for maybe under less than a second. And just like that, they're knocked out. And now Punk, here we go. Poor Matt Hardy. We're not going to have a future another Hardy. Although, well, Matt and Jeff already have kids. Wait, did they at this time? It's 2010. I don't know. Where? I know current day they do. But anyway, Matt. In a bad way here. Undertaker makes an appearance here on Smackdown. So there we go. We basically get what we needed. Every champion has a... Well, no, not every champion. Women's champion Beth Phoenix didn't make an appearance. And I, of course, didn't, Mickey James because, wasn't in the fatal four-way and now elbow right there. Not the greatest of connections right there, but, that went out. Matt rebounds. Punk gets an elbow. And now Matt Hardy, another elbow for good measure. And now CM Punk, not looking too well here. Matt Hardy, can he be a future champion here in Eurosmelt? Where if it's Raw, SmackDown, or ECW? Because maybe SmackDown probably won't work out well for him. But let's say he was to get drafted over to Raw or ECW in the future. Once the draft happens, then, maybe things could work out. And we know Matt has Lower Manhattan, Downtown Manhattan, whatever you want to call it. Same thing, different name. And now, strong Irish whip to Punk. Chest first goes Punk. And now Matt, he's too hurt to capitalize here. Can get a stomp in, a second one. So never mind, he's actually capitalizing pretty well. And now looking to wear down Punk right there. Nicely done. Gets an elbow drop. No, never mind, misses it. And CM Punk now, a kick. Has him, side headlock. And now it's this and hip toss. And now Punk was looking for here, going to the top rope. Never mind, springboard. Gets an elbow drop. Wasn't all that graceful, but whatever. And now Matt, he gets caught, kicked right to the back of the head once again. That's disgusting. He got that delivered to him on the outside to kick off the matchup, I believe. And well, just a nasty look. It's a nasty connection, definitely. If you were to just see the way Punk's boot just bounced off the back of Matt's head. And now Matt gonna send Punk into the... Okay, never mind. He's gonna go to the ropes. And Punk looking to get a breather here. Not gonna be given a breather. His head almost hit those steel steps. Which, due to that angle, I thought he was actually going to originally go into the turnbuckles. But no. Which way he went to the ropes, and I was confused about it. Anyway, now Matt gets a kick to connect. Has him up here. What's this? Matt Hardy going for a dog. Oh, never mind. I thought he was going to go for a GTS. That would have been dope. I thought Matt was going to go for a GTS, but instead Samoan drop, oddly enough. And now here we go. Well, his own maneuver. No twist of fate. This could be all she wrote for CM Punk. Matt now. Come on. Take advantage. Matt gonna pull Punk away from the ropes. And now, it's done. Matt Hardy has pinned CM Punk. The number one contender to the World Heavyweight Championship, CM Punk, has been pinned by Matt Hardy. And well, if SmackDown management has something to say about it, well, definitely gotta think management is going to make Matt Hardy get a future world title opportunity now. He has defeated the former champion and the number one contender to a world title in CM Punk. Now, next week, what will happen on SmackDown? Will Matt Hardy get a world title opportunity against The Undertaker? Will it become a triple threat at the Bash? Or will something else happen? I have no idea. Well, we're out of time, folks. That's it for SmackDown. Catch you on the next episode of Eurosmelt, which shall be Raw. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.